Now we've learned a lot, and it's a lot to try and summarize, especially in one slide, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. First of all, why do we have RAID? Well, for one, some RAID levels increase performance. They do this by scattering I/O across multiple drives in parallel, giving us high parallelization. We're effectively combining or aggregating multiple drives for combined performance and throughput. Next up is fault tolerance. We employ techniques such as mirroring and parity to provide resiliency. And of course, all of these choices give us different cost points depending on our budgets. Now, to recap some of the concepts fundamental to RAID. Parity allows us to sacrifice relatively small amounts of capacity in exchange for fault tolerance and the ability to reconstruct lost data. Mirroring. This is another technique used to provide fault tolerance. Mirroring is a lot simpler than parity, but has a higher capacity overhead. In each mirror pair, 50% of capacity is lost to gain fault tolerance. We use hot spares or virtual hot spares to allow us to quickly recover from failed drive scenarios. As soon as a drive in our RAID set fails, the hot spare can be called into action and the rebuild process can commence without having to wait for any administrative intervention. And finally, rebuilding RAID sets can have a performance impact on user I/O, so be careful to set your rebuild priority appropriately. Faster rebuilds get you out of danger quicker, but they might slow down the overall performance of the RAID set while the rebuild is happening. On the other hand, slower rebuilds take longer to complete, but have less impact on the overall performance of the RAID group. And that does it. Hopefully you're now all experts on RAID and well equipped for your CompTIA Storage Plus exam.